Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's time now for Tech Labs Day 2, the final day of Tech Labs action. We're running a little late here. It seems like there might have been some miscommunication as far as the schedule goes. Of course, I'm LD of Beyond the Summit. Joining me today, well, it's not Gods, as you can see. He's taking some much-deserved rest. But I am joined today by Lysander, casting from Singapore. Lysander, how you doing?
Hey, back. Glad to be casting some Western Dota again. It's a lot of Korea, a lot of China,
10 seconds
and
remaining.
well, not a lot of China, a couple of China, a little bit of Southeast Asia, but good to be seeing some good old Russian Dota.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you said, you mentioned Korean Dota. I mean, to me, after Pinoy Dota and Korean Dota, Russian Dota is, well, the next best thing in terms of, and in fact, perhaps even better in some people's eyes. Just ridiculous aggression, blood being shed left, right, and center. And well, with that being said, Lysander, this is an elimination match. It's a best of 3, VP versus Power Rangers. Loser goes home. The winner moves on to play the loser of your winner bracket finals. That will be played later today. It's the next match, Navi versus Navi versus Empire. Actually, was already played. I happen to not know the result because I was looking at houses during that time, but I assume Navi won.
I
Empire?
think Navi won. It was
it sounds like
so
Empire
delayed,
did.
I fell asleep before watching the game, but
Sounds like Empire
Empire
actually did. So Kawa bailing us both out since you weren't supposed to know, but I probably should.
okay.
Awkward silence ensues, but
Yeah. Well, Navi has this habit of giving more games to their fans. So.
they're doing it for the entertainment factor.
Radiant
That's what their
team
fans will
down.
say anyway. I would just say Empire's playing damn well. They did take game
They
one,
big threat.
and then I kind of dodged out of the rest of the cast, but I'm not honestly too surprised to see Empire take a series off Navi. I guess the big question is if Navi battles their way back to the grand finals, which seems fairly likely
10
given that
seconds
Power
remaining.
Rangers has looked decent but not that great, and VP has looked very underwhelming. Well, can they beat
5
them again?
seconds
That will be
remaining.
the big question.
Yeah, and I haven't actually seen much of Power
Reserve
Rangers. A lot of these guys look kind of new to me. I haven't seen a lot of these names, or are they smurfing or something?
No, they've been around for a while. They're like one of these very solid second tier teams in the Russian scene. So they're not an Empire, they're not a Navi, but they're a team that can take a game off of all of them. They actually took a game off of Navi at one of the previous
10 seconds
one of the
remaining.
previous Tech Labs tournaments. They did not win the event though. They knocked them down to the
5
losers
seconds
bracket. It used to be a best of 1 format for those winner bracket semifinals, or the first round
Radiant
matches you
team
could call it. But they were not able to win the event. So Power Rangers, this tournament was a best of 3 versus Empire. They actually looked really good in game 1, but just could not seal the deal. And in game 2, they just got crushed by Empire. And well, as a result, here we are.
Yeah, and I'm having I think some people are saying I'm too soft, so I'm just maxing out my settings here. Is it better now? I maxed out the boost. I don't know if that's gonna help.
It's a
10
little bit
seconds
better.
remaining.
Yeah, our co-casters that come through on Skype tend to be a little bit quiet, but
5
hopefully you're still
seconds
audible for
remaining.
everyone. I guess Kawa will let me know in a few minutes if you're not, and we'll see if we can adjust it. But
Reserve
for now,
time.
we should talk about the draft. This is, if you're just joining us, guys, game 1 of a best of 3. The first pick for this particular draft went to VP. They first picked the Lifestealer, and Power Rangers quick reply. Venomancer, Clockwork. VP actually go back for a Darkseer of all heroes, someone who has just completely fallen off the face of the competitive scene. He's gotten nerf after nerf to his vacuum, but outside of that, Lysander, he is still pretty much the same hero. We then see a Bane Razor coming forth from Power Rangers on the second stage, and a Visage, and I think the most interesting pick yet this draft, it will be
Disruptor.
the Disruptor.
Yes, I was just waiting for you to finish because, well, Darkseer.
10
I mean,
seconds
I heard
remaining.
Winter say the other day, and I do agree with him. He did say that no matter how many
5
nerfs
seconds remaining.
Darkseer gets to the cooldown on vacuum, he will always get that one big
Reserve
vacuum
time.
off. It's not about the cooldown. I think Ice Rock has done significant amount of nerfing to that spell. It becomes kind of like a semi-ultimate now, and it only needs to be used once, and he has nerfed it to that point where the cooldown does not allow it to be used twice. And I'm not so sure the extra 4 seconds every patch does matter.
Yeah.
But
I
the
bet-
Darkseer here, I mean, it's totally, I mean, legit. I mean, Rage doesn't dispel Iron Shell, so if you can surge up your Lifestealer, or you just Iron Shell Lifestealer is fast. You can do a lot of damage. Disruptor, if you can vacuum them into your ultimate, especially now with the buffs, with the Aghanim Scepter, with the AoE increase on Kinetic Field, as well as the Static Storm, I think it's a great combo. I love seeing Disruptor.
Yeah, generally, I guess the one thing that makes me sad about the Ags upgrade is most disruptors, even with the changes to support gold, it's not really the best farming support. And if he is a support, can he actually farm an Ags? Maybe if the game goes 30, 40 minutes. But if he gets it, it's fantastic. And it is, in some ways, like a counter to BKBs. It does mute your items in that regard. So, kind of a cool support hero. Combos well with Darkseer, as you mentioned, but and also good against some of these mobile gankers like Clockwork, Queen of Pain. You hook on in, well, you quickly get jumped back out by the glimpse. And same for Queen of Pain. If she tries to run even, you can also bring her back. So I like the Disruptor pick to deal with them. It gives them a strong team fight. It does weaken their lanes a bit, though, and they'll try and shore that up now with the Batrider pick. Looks like it'll be their solo mid now. That'll be going to G, who actually did quite well in at least laning stage against Dendi yesterday. We'll see if he can bust out the same level of performance today. But, yep, time for game one, guys. Power Rangers versus VP, best of 3. VP on the Dire side, and I'll start with them, Lysander, and then you can do Power Rangers. So we have VP, ars-art, or actually, you know what? I'll do Power Rangers, and you can do VP, because I've cast these guys a few times before. So we have FNG going to be playing your support Bane, that put ZXC onto the solo mid. Queen of Pain played the Magnus yesterday in their first series. Really struggled mid-game and late-game to hit some big RPs. We'll see if he steps it up here. Moon, going to be that semi-carry Razor. J4, your support Venomancer. And that does leave, last but not least, your safe lane solo. CHS going to be playing the Clockwork. He was the lone druid yesterday.
Alright, on the side of the Dire, we have Virtus Pro on gonna play AA on that Visage. It's gonna be Resistance. On Lifestealer is NS on the Disruptor. And it's gonna be G playing that Batrider. And of course, Light of Heaven gonna play his off-lane role. Yep, yeah, very well known for that.
Yeah, Light of Heaven, it's kind of, I don't know, it's one of those tales where he's such a fantastic legendary player, but it reminds me a lot of when ZSMJ came back to Vici Gaming, sort of how Light of Heaven's come back into the Russian scene. He only took like I don't know, I think it was a 6-month break, but just hasn't quite recaptured his former glory. We've seen ZSMJ really make that transition into a supporting role, but Light of Heaven seems hell-bent on playing a farming role. Well, at least for me, Lysander, he has not been that impressive as of yet, but we all know he's capable of it. I guess the question is, can he get back to his former status?
Yeah, LD. He just needs that one more TI. He just needs another TI performance where he drops a big black hole on a big team, and that's when he comes back.
Yeah, and that's exactly, like, you look at TI2 and what an amazing performance that was. In a lot of ways, like, he carried Na'Vi to victory. The black hole, dodging, just turning that team fight around against IG. Well, we'll see if he can pull those kinds of plays off here. For now,
G having problems already, middle lane, getting enfeebled again. A little bit of deja vu for him yesterday.
Yeah,
and
he got some hate
mid. Look
mid.
at this top lane. NS is actually soloing. Okay, maybe with Light of Heaven joining him now, but they gave the Disruptor some farm, and they're going for dual lane, which is what I wanted to point out in the draft earlier. If they did pick Batrider, I wouldn't be surprised if they send the Disruptor middle and just left Lifestealer and Visage on that off lane or safe lane, because 2-1-2 after that nerf to off lanes and pulling in general, where the XP of neutrals are shared, I think Virtus Pro can actually run. Dual lanes are more prominent now. That's all I like to say.
Yeah, generally running supports that are jungling, supports that are pulling is just less effective in professional games in this patch. Like you said, it's easier to kind of leech the experience, just punish teams for doing so, and we tend to see more roaming, more dual laning. I do want to point out J4 just kind of casually hung out at the side shop for a while, oops, and then realized he wasn't going to get much accomplished, so he does rotate back into the lane. But keep an eye on the bottom lane here. It looks like FNG has made his way bottom. He's going to try and slow down the Lifestealer. He's already somewhat done his job mid. Your solo mid Batrider, not having the best time. Definitely not enjoying the Bane's presence mid. It does put the Queen of Pain up to a quick 6-4 start, so ZXC having a pretty good performance so far.
Yeah, and CHS actually taking a lot of damage in the bottom lane there, half health down to him. Hopefully, he shouldn't be in too much trouble. I mean, if he pops cogs, there's really nothing they can do to him. AA is not strong enough to just deal with him there. And yeah, Resistance getting enfeebled once again. It does affect his last hits. It's 8 for 2. Razor is 8 for 2 as well at the top lane, but he has Darkseer to contend with, and Razor doesn't really have a lot of good base damage.
Middle lane, lots of poison coming out, lots of hate on G here. ZXC, is he gonna die for a first blood? Yes, he is. Blake's on in. One more right click, doesn't get the vision for it. G, what a juke. It is even daytime. FNG casually struts into the lane. He's invis. It is daytime here, and he's gonna be revealed in a second. Yeah, this kill is not happening. Boy, that
Yeah,
is
he has
some
got
big
0
hate.
Yeah, he's got 0
Dire's
nuking
middle
anyway.
tower
He's
is
got
under
N-People,
attack.
so he's not gonna do anything. He doesn't have sleep, doesn't have sap, so he's probably not gonna get any kill. He was looking for that lucky right click, get that early boots on the board, but yeah, FNG has been doing a lot of work, but it does cost him a lot of levels. He's not level 2 just yet. Now he's gonna meet NS. He's gonna right click him back, but
Yeah, gives up.
nothing. Like, he can't do much with this N-People on him.
This is like the Bane that's been around the world and back again. He's traveled mid, he went bottom, he went back mid, he was in Viz trying to set up a first blood. Now he says, you know what, I'll go top 2 because why the hell not?
Yep, and G's back in the lane, and he started off with pulled tangos. That's the problem, and because the pulled tangos doesn't allow you to eat them too close together. My reasoning for that is because you take a little bit of time to digest it.
I like it. That's some good like Dota lore that you're adding to the game. I appreciate it.
Once you pluck the tango berries out, I don't know, I'm just calling them that. They get dry and husky, so it gets a little bit hard to digest. But hey, G's taking a lot of damage in the middle lane.
You've got quite a philosophy for this. Meanwhile, bottom lane, this might be a first blood on ars-art. One more right click, all that's needed. He doesn't have mana for a rocket. Oh my goodness. Well,
Yeah.
I think maybe he had one too many tangos of his own and just moving a bit slower than he normally would, that clockwork.
Yeah, but funny to see Visage actually getting caught out there in the dual lane. If he got killed there, that would have been a big loss because, you know, a dual lane. Oh wow, G actually going for a little bit of skirmish. He's gonna die. No, he's not. Queen of Pain actually could have gone for it.
Lysander, oh, mid lane, we might have our first blood here. The sleep slowly taking that Batrider down. Now the Gale coming through. That will be your first blood, but if you could make sure your microphone's on in Dota TV.
Yeah, I just
Okay, great. Yeah, because I think I forgot to mention to you. But sorry about that, guys, if you weren't hearing him before. Hopefully you will in about a minute or so once the stream delay catches up. But, well, I gotta say, they're investing a lot in shutting down this Batrider. We've seen Queen of Pain mid, Venomancer's been mid, Bane's been mid. They're basically tri-laning G at this point. So even though he gives up first blood, I feel like he's allowed to, considering what a painful lane he's been up against.
Yeah, no one chance allowed to call him either.
Well, yeah, shut up, chat. Just shut up right now.
But well, Razor's got his boots. He's got a Ring of Basilius. Got an 18 last hits. A little bit behind the life stealer. CHS has gotten nothing actually. He's only got a stout shield in his inventory right now, and resistance is out of mana, which is something very annoying to deal with as a clockwork. He just burns your mana, that little annoying little bugger, and you can't do anything against him. So a melee hero against clockwork is not fun.
Yeah, generally Lifestealer just wins like almost every 1v1 matchup, but this is actually a matchup where if Clock gets a proper 1v1 from the start, he can get a solo kill. Right around level 5, you keep on mana burning him, he doesn't have mana for rage, you cog trap him with level 3 battery assault, and you go for the kill. But CHS has not had the 1v1 the whole time, and he doesn't have boots, so he won't be able to do that, most likely, but he can be a bit of a pest here, and now he's going to come in on ars-art. Uh-oh. That's a sad bird.
Lifestealer just look at him and goodbye, friend.
Like, well, I would like to help you, but that ain't happening. Meanwhile, FNG, he was spotted out by a creep here as he moved his way through the tree line, I think. Middle lane.
I think the Queen of Pain is just baiting right now. Oh, Lassos, I think
8 stacks? 8 stacks of sticky napalm. My goodness, how did that happen, mid?
He was baiting. I think he was baiting Batrider to go onto him and look for FNG to rotate around with the Nightmare, and then they turn on him. But it was a little bit late, and now the Grave Chill gonna go, and with the creep wave just tagging away, I think FNG will take a little bit of damage, but nothing fatal. Oh no, but NS comes in. Is there a glimpse? No. Level 1 glimpse. Goes for something that I like to do as well, 2 points in Thunder Strike. It does increase the damage output by a lot at level 2, so I just tend to like to go for Thunder Strike level 2 as well. And skipping Kinetic Field in the early game, or maybe just 2-2-1. That usually can happen as well. Glimpse, you don't really need it at level 4 all the time. Level 3, sometimes it's more than enough.
Apparently my computer has a ghost as it's randomly opening internet browser windows. I do apologize for that, guys. I think the computer's feeling a little cranky. It didn't get much rest between the end of yesterday's broadcast and the beginning of today's, but hopefully that doesn't continue. Yeah. For now, we'll just pretend it never happened.
As well.
It just like randomly opened an internet browser window. I'm like, wait, what? I didn't hit any hotkeys here. I have no idea what's going on. But overall, looking at the laning stage, PR is leading 2-1, but I feel like VP, you have a Batrider with a good start. G, despite being up against the tri-lane, he's still 1-1. He'll have a pretty fast Blink Dagger, and ultimately, any team with Batrider, Disruptor, this is a great pick-off lineup. You come mid-game, even if PR was leading by like 2 to 3k gold, I feel easily VP can make their way back into it.
Yeah, and now I'm not so sure if AA is spotted out here. He's hiding in the trees, then he's looking for that all wrap around the back door of the secret shop. And FNG, he could find himself with a nasty surprise. that ping? I think so. FNG is just hanging around bottom lane. I think he's gonna be safe now. He's gonna stand on the other side of the street because he has seen. Oh no, Razor killed someone up top.
Meanwhile, it was a hook shot coming in from CHS. Didn't see the hook shot. Just saw pretty much the light of heaven darks here hitting the ground. Good rotation from CHS. Has a bit of a tough time bottom, but doesn't give up any kills. Almost kill on Visage, and now rotates top. Gets a kill of his own. So good movement from this Clockwork.
Oh, Bad Rider chasing after the Queen of Pain now. 4 napalm charges.
This is a big dive here. He does have lasso, but the new lasso range, it's just pathetic. He can't get a range.
He gets Gale, but level 1 Gale, man, I just hate it when better mentions don't go for at least the second point in Gale. I've harped on this so many times, and they go for max wards. I get really annoyed, but they are the pros, and well, that's the normal argument. They're the pros, not you, so shut up about that. You're just a caster. But you know, I really don't like this.
I mean, look, Lysander, look at how it scales. It's infinitely more damage over time. It goes from 0 to 30. There's no argument. Infinitely more damage. It's infinite.
Yep, math doesn't lie.
Yeah, the math is there. But the players are not agreeing with you yet.
Yeah, only Dandy. Only Dandy has gone for something similar. He's gone for 2 points in Gale and max on that Poison Sting. My reasoning is that the wards are just an extended reach. You just want them for the Sting to come in and not getting one-shotted, so 2 points is enough. But 3 points kind of seems overboard for me.
Yeah, oh wow, look at this. Despite the tri-lane mid, she still picks up a Blink Dagger at 9 minutes in. What a player. I mean, you just gotta say, like, to be under that much hate and duress middle lane and still have the composure, just go back jungling. They gave the middle lane to Disruptor, and NS, frankly, he needs those levels. So I really like the way VP has adjusted their lanes. They leave the Bat Rider to his own devices mid early, but once the going gets tough, he goes jungle, and now he's got Blink. And I think this will be the comeback mechanic for VP. Here comes the smoke gank bottom. Batman's on the move.
Yep. The hero everyone needs but doesn't deserve, and the Linux bomb is armed. So they're gonna look for Clockwork, and they're gonna jump right on this. This is alive. CHS is not gonna get out of here alive, and
is he?
He'll try and get out here. Yep, dodging it very nicely there.
He's got a hook shot available. Uh-oh, that's not the way he wants to go. Nice try though.
FNG tried to go for the sap. Apparently level 3 is not enough. He's level 6 now, so there's a grip available for him. I think he could have gone for a grip there since he could sap. I don't know why he didn't go for the grip on G.
Meanwhile, top lane, Moon does go down. There was a rotation coming in from Light of Heaven and the Visage. Suddenly, Visage hits level 6. Yeah, it looks like the Bade thought he would just have mana for both, but normally at this point in the game you have a magic stick, and although he's the gold for it, he does not. He actually picks up Observer, Sentries, and a Smoke, still sitting on 600 gold. I think that's just where you're used to having Magic Stick by 10 minutes in. He didn't, and as a result, just a little bit short on mana.
Middle tower is under attack.
Yep, and well, Resistance now actually gonna take a little bit of farming. Gonna farm the Ancients, the Granite Golem, and get some gold up. He has bought a Drumsus, so he's going for speed over the right-click power from Armlet. As well, tankability. Light of Heaven, he's going for that mech, he has it already. Hasn't bought the recipe up just yet. And with this, I think they could go for timing push. Blink Dagger, as well as mech. Nope, they might find him now. And if he gets caught out, yep. No, they wrap around, they're gonna look for G. They really hate this guy. Maybe they had a argument a few days back.
It wasn't enough to try lane him. Now they're gonna gank him too. Jesus. It's just brutal.
These are the things pubs that make you just
I would have abandoned, if this was a pub, I would have abandoned this game, Lysander. This is just not even fair. Cruel and unusual punishment. PR, like you said, they must have a vendetta or something, because this is just ridiculous. And the funny thing is he's already got Blink Dagger, but it's not a bad gank by any means. They take the tier 1 off the back of it. As much as we're teasing PR for just hating on G, there's a greater purpose behind these ganks. They take the tier 1 mid, big tower to knock down, and now I guess the question is, how does VP look to respond?
Yeah, the Disruptor has its ultimate, and points Bims now. I think that's ultimate. NS deal to the face, but this is a good chance to gank. But there are a lot of Radiant heroes coming up now, and hook shot, over shot. Nope. So CHS is just gonna go for a little bit of a jungle track here. He's not gonna find.
The problem is he TP'd bottom. He didn't TP to the tier 2 top or even to the middle lane, so he's just way out of position to defend. In fact, he's running top, but I think it's too late here. I don't think he gets here in time, and this tower looks to be dead.
They're going. They are still going, and now FNG in trouble. The life dealer is just gonna beat him up, and they will bring him down with the flame break. And nope, no deny. They should have waited a little bit to drop it in deny range. and get the deny on top of that kill. I think it would have been better. Now they have to stick around, push the tier 1, or force to forfeit this tower to PR.
Well, for now, they're actually just going to hang around top. You see CHS maybe looking to go back in. He does have a hookshot available. Resistance popping a drum charge. He spotted him out. Can he get in range for this clockwork kill? Not a chance.
He would have just cogged anyway, so it wouldn't have caught him out. And now AA gets caught out by the oh, he gets killed from the 3s, and that's gonna be his life. The dagger flies out, and a lot of right clicks, and Razor whips him into shape.
Meanwhile, casual hookshot comes out of the midst of that. Well, now they're gonna get the tower. You mentioned if they'd waited a little bit longer, would have been denied, but they go early, they don't get the deny there, and now it ends up going down. Meanwhile, Bane just strutting up like a man, and he's confidently marching into the enemy jungle, leading the charge. Can they go for a tier 2 now? There is a mech available on VP. They have level 11 on this Darkseer, already 2 points of wall. I don't know. This could be very bad, Lysander. You walk into double wall, Batrider Blink initiation, which is coming up in 10 seconds time. This could be a huge mistake from PR. 2 points of wall, I mean. Double wall.
Okay, whoa, refresher now? But no, but yeah, Light of Heaven, yeah. 2 wall is kind of painful. They don't really have a lot of stat-based heroes, but it's still very painful if you get caught in it. The Vacuum is up at level 3, so it's a big enough catchment area. The thing about PR is they don't really have good pushing heroes apart from Venomancer, where he can chip away creep waves, but it doesn't do that much damage to towers. And they can't really push that fast. They don't have Root, they don't have anything with Tessellator. So not for now. I think they won't take this tier 2. They'll back off. That's the safe play at least.
Meanwhile, Bane just casual brain sap on the familiar, and oh, we're gonna see a jump here in a moment's time. Your Lifestealer bomb is on the way. They smoke in right as the hookshot comes. CHS, he's already started the party. Everybody walking right into the kinetic field. Beautiful vacuum there. Looks like set up by the Darkseer. Isn't enough. ZXC will be next in line. 3 heroes dead. Could be 4 or 5. Can they win this fight? I don't know about this. 4 down. The lone survivor, your Venomancer, squirming his way to safety.
Yeah, now if you look at VP's heroes, Visage as well as Batrider, if that was a level 2 or level 3 kill, they will all be dead right now because it does 0 tick damage, so J4 is not going to get any kills out of that, and he's going to get beaten up by Resistance, and he's not going to win time.
To be
drum charge,
it's a team wipe. What a beastly defense by VP. But yeah, I mean, you're just asking for trouble at that point if you're PR. You're pushing in. First of all, they use hookshot to start a fight under the enemy tower. Darkseer is level 11, has mech, wall, and level 3 vacuum, and it's 2 points of wall. And that was like the perfect kinetic field static storm. He vacuums 3 fears into it, like you mentioned, could happen. The worst possible scenario does happen, and VP just get absolutely, well, PR rather, get rolled from that fight.
Rock it on. Yeah. Now they're gonna be reeling a little bit. CHS going for 4 staff. Really wants to get himself out of that storm, nasty thing as well. And they actually initiated on themselves. I think. They hooked in to their own demise, and Venomancer just went in like sprayed stuff over everyone, and it's like, hey. And they got hit by the massive, and I don't think that was really great, especially when there's a lot of CC. Lifestealer really excels, and now they're gonna bump into him, and they're gonna have a drive-by. No, not gonna catch him there.
I'm pretty sure they actually did. They change kinetic field like a few patches ago, so you can't force staff out of it anymore. I'm pretty sure they did.
Pretty sure you can, which is very annoying. As a shop to player myself, I find it. I was like,
I thought they changed it. Okay, maybe I'm wrong.
I could be wrong. I haven't played Disruptive.
I believe I want to say you used to be able to, but they changed it. But to be honest, I haven't played the hero in quite some time, so I'm not 100% sure. Meanwhile, Fiend's grip on middle lane, but G was just waiting for this opportunity. Now he gets slept under enemy tower. The damage being stolen from Resistance. He infests, and nicely executed from VP. They dodge the kill. They will retreat out, and they end up defending the bottom lane for the most part. The tier 1 top does get denied by your Queen of Pain. Meanwhile, engagement in the river. They're going to go right on J4. He pops the ult. That'll be it.
It was more of J4 being suicidal than trying to get a single kill. Oh, nice hookshot. Catches them at the choke point. And this is going to be the death of G, I think. Yep, it's going to be the death of G. Soul Symptom flies out. CHS. Nope, he's going to survive out there. Baby Roshan brings him his bottle. And it's going to be fine. The Familiars will stop this push up the stairs, and they will back off there. So 1-for-1 Batrider for Venomancer. And that was a good hookshot there by CHS, going unpunished as well.
Yeah, that was a beautiful hookshot. Catches 2 at the ramp with cogs there as well. That could have been a whole lot worse. Meanwhile, top lane, the Light of Heaven. Oh, he's going for I mean, these could be Force Staffs, especially on Batrider, you expect it to be. I wonder if maybe your Darkseers, even looking towards something like a Necro Book, but up against Clockwork, for sure, Force Staff is a strong choice. So we'll wait and see what VP go for here, but how do you feel about the way the game's developing overall? PR don't really have the best late-game lineup. VP a bit lacking there as well. They've got great initiation on both teams, but not really like any hard carry late game. So who do you think's winning here, and who do you think has the edge?
Well, I think definitely in edge. I mean, check out their gold graph. Well, no, actually, no, they are behind in gold. XP though, they are 7,000 in advantage. Yeah, the gold graph 3,000 in PR, but I think it's an illusion because of the towers taken. They're gonna take a tier 1 now. And VP, like you said, they have battle late game. They have Batrider, a very good late game. Something like a bench.
Radiant's bottom tower
Yeah, big
has
team fight.
fallen.
And when you go into late game, Disruptor will have its Acronyms stuck here with his items with such Acronyms.
Dire's middle tower is
And
under
on the
attack.
map, I mean, the thing about Disruptor that I really like is it forces heroes like Queen of Pain to get a BKB. You have to go BKB or you get caught glimpse into static stuff.
Dire's middle tower
But
is
that-
under attack.
So it forces them to go to BKB, and even Razor to some extent, and you can see him already going for BKB. He could have gone for something like maybe a Manta stuff, or Desolator or something, damage items, but instead he is forced to go for BKB. So I would say PR is
Radiant's
losing.
bottom tower is under attack.
Okay.
Now.
We are going to see an engagement. Looks like a push comes out bottom lane for VP. I'm going to try and quickly fix your volume in Skype. I think there might be an issue on my end once this engagement ends. So not this second, but once we have a pause here, looks like there'll be a double teleport reaction coming in. Static Storm gets dropped. Uh-oh. ZXC with the quick BKB hook shot coming in, but a quick glimpse back. Resistance, is he okay? No, I don't know about that. Fiend's Grip is there. He's armlet toggling on, and then off again. Infest, he's going to live. Beautiful play. Does everyone get out here? Nope, not your Visage. He will go down. So I'm going to quickly try and fix your audio. It sounds like your audio is automatically adjusting. I'm not sure if that's just on my end or if
It's
that's...
maxed out on my side, so...
Do you know if you have like automatic adjust on by any
Radiant's
chance?
top tower is
No,
under
I
attack.
unchecked it. I'm looking at it right now. It's off.
Okay. Maybe that is on my end, I want to say. Let's see. Sorry about this, guys. Just want to make sure, hopefully, Lysander's not clipping in and out. Well, if it is on my end, it should have been fixed by now. So I do apologize, but we're back inside the game. We saw the power of Glimpse there. Clockwork just hooks in, immediately gets glimpsed out, but still wasn't really the best fight for VP.
Well, I wouldn't say it's that. Okay, well, the glimpse did help, but they did lose that fight 3-0, so it didn't really matter. I think it was just bad fighting in general. I think it was very good of the Queen of Pain to just smash that BKB button the minute he came in. It did force out the BKB immediately because he dropped the Static Storm. I thought they would cancel their TPs actually. They would cancel TPs so as to not step into the Static Storm, but Queen of Pain did come in with her BKB, just newly finished, so it did really help them a lot. And with that fight, she got an Oblivion Staff, so going towards that Orchid, looking to silence the bat. You know, you have to look for his quick fingers now, because it is a LAN tournament, right? So
yeah,
no
or Lifestealer. I mean, that's even the ideal hero. Before he gets off rage, you immediately Orchid him and then just try and focus him down. But middle lane, they'll go in on him now. They get the cogs off. He does have an Infest available. They've isolated this Lifestealer. Quick rage. Just a TP out, but the Fiend's Grip is ready, and the resistance, no resistance from him. He just goes down easy.
Yep. And they could rotate into Roshan. Yeah, with that starting 225, this is going to be a good Roshan chance. And double damage picked up by CHS, if only Moon had it. But it's still a lot of damage. It's 300 for whip. And Batrider is actually coming in.
Oh, Roshin against Batrider, very dangerous, very difficult. There's a vacuum as well as wall available here. I don't know about this Rosh. I think they need to bag.
Yeah, Flame Break. Flame Break could push you under the cliff, TI3 style.
Oh my god, that fight was just so ridiculous.
Yeah, I think Sylar, was it Sylar still? Yeah, Sylar.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, he's definitely having nightmares about that particular game. Was it against Liquid, I want to say? I can't remember.
No, it was against Alliance.
Alliance,
okay.
okay.
That ended in the base rate with Rapier, Alchemist. Yeah.
Yeah, that was just
Dire's
painful to
middle
watch,
tower
but
is under attack.
I mean, that's where Batrider, even though the lasso AoE's been nerfed a bit, his
Radiant's top
vision
tower
isn't
is
as
under
good.
attack.
He is, for the most part, I would say, still Batrider. Not quite as ridiculous, but when you really need him to deliver, for the most part, he does.
Yep, and Lasso's really good, and I have to applaud Ice Frog here actually, because We actually see the nerf from 175 range to 100 actually. Making a big difference. A lot of times lassos were missed because of the nerf to the range. So now
You
we're
know,
gonna see back.
I don't know if the range can get any smaller. Like, it's pretty much as small as it gets right now.
You can drop it to 90. I know some heroes in Warcraft 3, they had like 90 melee range, and now Quap did.
Meanwhile, they jump in. ZXC quickly dealt with. Oh, that was easy.
Warning.
Yeah. BKB is not gonna save you from lasso, and
Do they
that's
just-
one of the things.
do they-
Forces you into BKB, but BKB doesn't really matter when I have lasso. So it's kind of a very clever draft. Who's the drafter?
I am actually not 100% sure. I think it is NS, but at least he's generally the drafter for his teams. But hold that thought. Here comes the Roche attempt. CHS waiting, lurking with an invis rune. Oh, this could be bad for VP. They have no lasso here.
The better ones. Oh wow, good back in with all three of them as well as static. Can I feel a little bit off? It doesn't cut them in. Guys, and the top as well as Razor, but AA he's gonna go down. Last one, you just can't healer and get rid of this for them. The disruptor a little bit slow. But that's gonna.
Yeah, Lysander, there's some, I'm sorry to cut in, but there are some audio issues here, so, well, Radius is going to go to PR. Let's try quickly recalling you and see if that helps. Do apologize, guys, for the ongoing audio difficulties, but hopefully we can get them sorted out. I don't know what's going on. To be honest, sorry guys for everyone watching the game, but
Alright, I think Kawa just sent me something to fix this. Wait, let me see if that works. Meanwhile, you can continue talking about the game, I guess.
okay. Yeah, we'll have an infest bomb initiation on CHS. He gets caught out here. Lasso coming through, and that is a very dead robot. Clockwork, no chance in hell. Now they glimpse back another. They're going to bring back in the Bane. He tries to defensively sleep, but only delay the inevitable. He is going to go down. FNG, despite his best efforts, no match for a 5-man death ball of VP.
Dire's top tower is
Yep.
under attack.
So how we looking here, Lysander? Everything okay?
I don't know, I'm not really good with computer stuff, especially when it comes to this control panel. This, what? Oh yeah, wait, let me see. I think I found it. Wait.
It's it's just funny in the team fights because you sound fine. I'm like, all right, Lysander's gonna catch this team fight, and then it's like, the radiate go, can't hear anything. So.
Yeah, I did exactly what Kawa told me to do.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
he's-
Dire's
Hopefully
It
it
bottom
says
works.
do
is
nothing
under
now,
attack.
and it's doing nothing.
okay. Well, keep on talking. You can do that, but nothing else.
Okay.
Just talk.
Alright. But you hear me fine, right?
Yeah, now you're okay. You were pretty bad before, but I think we've resolved the glitch at least temporarily.
Okay. Let's try not to touch any cables then. But yeah, who got killed?
I'm sorry?
No, who got killed?
Oh, the Clockwork just got picked off
Oh.
bottom. In the end, that team fight, just to kind of summarize it, it just actually goes to Moon in the midst of the chaos. So, pretty big win there for PR. They're leading 15 to 14. It's still and a gold advantage for them as well. Up 5k gold, down 2.5k experience, which is really that's nothing at this point in the game. To be honest, I'm quite surprised they're doing so well. I feel like the team with VP or with Batrider, Darkseer, and Lifestealer should just have the edge by this stage of the game, but PR going for mass BKBs to counter that that static storm. It's starting to work out, and is VP losing steam here? I'm a bit worried for them.
Well, it can only go uphill from here. I'm worried to say stuff like that because throughout the Nexon League, I say that every day. I was like, alright guys, we have Startail versus who, and these two teams evenly matched, they are pretty good. And it won't be one-sided, I promise guys, and it was one-sided, so...
They can't throw any worse than they already are, guys, I swear.
It's the Lumi curse. I think he does things like that as well.
Yeah.
Must be something we Asians say, I don't know. But, I mean, look at the VP's lineup. They can only get stronger from here. They really can.
Yeah, at the same time, PR have some good ways to deal with a one-core lineup. You look at this VP lineup, who's actually doing the damage? To me, it's just Lifestealer. Very farmed Lifestealer. He is your leader in terms of net worth, but they have Feeds Grip and Feeble, the damage drain that comes out from a Razor, as well as a Clockwork late game, maybe even a late game Hex from CXC. So I am feeling like maybe PR can take this late simply because VP only have one true carry.
Yeah, it's like running a Doom as well. But Razor as well as Bane, two of the worst lifestealer counters. It's something. It's one of the things that I believe he was the first pick lifestealer, right? So it's the same thing as revealing your only core right at the get-go, which is kind of a mistake. I say that but I did like the draft though. Disruptor to force out BKBs early, but you really need to capitalize on this with the Bat Rider. With the Bat Rider pull, you're gonna shut down those BKB holders. So
yeah, and they're gonna
just look out for BP.
They're gonna try and force it now a bit. They do take the tier 2 bottom, but I guess the big question is, can they defend this top tower? It does melt. Really no defense mounted. It looks like VP just do not want to fight while Aegis is up, so they'll go for trades here. They'll get whatever they can out of the enemy jungle. I like this strategy, but do not fight while Aegis is up if you can avoid it. It's just too risky. If they lose that fight here at the top lane, they probably lose Rax, because PR already banged on the front door, and look at this aggression. This is some real Russian Dota for you. They're smoking and heading top.
Oh, by resistance. If he gets caught, there's a 4-staff there, they force in the Bane and just grip him, and that will be game over. He does have buyback. Okay,
yeah, there is buyback. So it wouldn't be game over, but definitely would hurt a lot here.
Yeah, especially with the Aegis. You really need that 2 lives to fight 2 lives, I think.
They pick up a Veil of Discord on the Venomancer. Cute little item. You don't see it often, but... Well, you wanted more damage from Venom early. He's still stubbornly not leveling Gale. I imagine he'll do so soon, but...
550 damage. Why don't people do the math? It's 550 amplified by Gale and Poison Nova. All the supports will be dying at the end of the fight. So, I don't know.
And it's also just another damage over time that lasts for a while. Whereas you look at Poison Nova, all this damage, but it's not fatal, so...
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm with you, Lysander. I'm with you.
I mean, you want to put it off early game. You say, "Hey, I don't have the mana. I don't have the opportunities for kills." Fine. But
you'll allow that. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm hating so hard on Venomancer. Oh, I'm hitting so hard. Every single cast I see Veno, and I just cry out in chat, or if I'm casting, I'll just take the opportunity that 1 minute to flame it. But yeah. No biggie. That's
okay. I think it's a fair criticism, to be honest, but I imagine now we will see J4 look to level it up as he hits level 11. I don't think stats is really worthwhile. You do want to at least have some damage coming out for your Gale. They look to pressure this top lane, though. Rocket did spot G as he moved towards the sidelines, but I don't know if they'll expect him to stick around. Looks like they do. ZXC hiding behind the tier 2, and VP are going to start muscling forward, looking... for one of the outer towers. Amazingly, the tier 1 mid still stands, but they're going for the more aggressive push here. They're going for the tier 2. BKB comes out on Bane. Only one way to cancel this now. That's going to be your lasso. I could be trouble.
G has a lot of targets now, actually. And yeah, Razor's Aegis actually did wear off there, so... He regened up, and some fun facts. I mean, neutral attacks as well as creeps do not cancel that regen. You do not know how many times my regen popped because of that 2 minute limit, and I got hit by a catapult.
Oh, from the Aegis, you mean?
Yeah, the Aegis regen does not dispel on creep damage, apparently. I saw him farming the jungle, and it proc.
That would be so infuriating if it did. It's already just like kind of a weird upgrade to Aegis in general. I still can't get my head around it. I don't feel like it's going to matter 99% of games, but... Because you'd rather actually be using the Aegis, not just getting a regen rune. But hey, it's something.
Oh, Bob, gotta catch out NS over. It's a trap, but no, the Bane Drip, he's gonna die. His Drip is gonna be completely wasted, the whole business. And now Moon, he steps all of AA, and AA is gonna be sacrificial lamb, but no, Drake keeps us slow, keeping him alive. And now, Stage S going on 1-on-1 against Resistance. Not the brightest idea, actually, it's the brightest idea. He gets brought down here because it's not a 1-on-1 fight, it's a 4-on-1. PR don't fight fair, they fight with their Magnus. And now, 17 to 15, VP on the back foot, I think. They don't want to force out the VP doesn't want to force out the buyback just yet, but they are pretty crippled. Right?
Top tower
I don't even think they had Batrider in that fight. He did not use lasso. He didn't really do anything there, if he was even in the fight. I didn't see him, to be honest, but...
He was shopping for shoes.
Yeah, he's going shoe shopping. Exactly. Yeah.
Priorities, GE.
Well, this is definitely a ladies' man then. You know, getting the new kicks for the night out on the town. That's pretty good, but... Meantime, his team's trying to win a Dota game here, and I don't know if G can afford to be missing these fights two more.
To make up right now. Oh!
Force
That a
Staff, Flame Break. If there's a Flame Break and a Lasso, nice Orchid from ZXC. He's got no BKB here, though. I think he'll be okay. Oh, G's diving for this. He's got Blink soon. G, really? He's going deep for this one. BKB, not down yet. ZXC gonna live. I think he's gonna live. Clims. You just can't run. You just can't run.
He didn't go for it. He didn't pop his BKB there. He's like, oh, F that. I'm just gonna die.
So
You're waiting for Queen of Pain to walk into the observer range.
did he have it up right when he got glimpsed? Because it was really close. I didn't see if it was cooling down yet. It was like 1 or 2 seconds, maybe.
Maybe he figured it wasn't worth it because he had buyback anyway.
I don't like that logic. I think you BKB there, and if he had it and you don't die, but.
Well, maybe it's a panic moment that, oh, I got clipped. Then you just fingers off the keyboard and sip on your coffee or whatever. But it can happen. I mean, you think you did, so you just hands off. But Roshan's up now.
It's like, I might get in a car crash here, so I'm just going to stop driving the car because I'm probably going to hit the median anyway. I don't know.
I'll just respawn. But it doesn't apply in life. You don't respawn.
Yes, please do not take your hands off the wheel when you're driving, guys. do not take the approach we saw from Queen of Pain there. Keep the hands on the wheel at all times.
Melody. Brought to you by BTS.
Yes,
Sponsored by Power.
Forget about the DMV, the Department of Motor Vehicles. We have the DVTS, the Department of Beyond the Summit, here to deploy some important driving instruction for all those in need.
Beyond the steering.
Hey, I've never gotten in a car accident. Just saying. Been driving for 10 years now. Flawless record. No tickets, no car accident. I've got a few parking tickets, but.
Yes.
So you guys, you can trust me. I swear, I'm a perfect driver.
Asians have this belief if you say it, like I think Asian parents especially, if you say something like I'm very strong, I don't get sick, the opposite will happen because gods, the Chinese gods or whatever gods, they say, oh well, you clearly don't appreciate this gift because you boast about it.
Okay, so are you saying I'm about to get in a car accident?
Yeah, that's why I said don't jinx yourself.
Blink in. I think if I'm gonna be jinxed, it's too late. So I might as well just go all out here and keep on talking about how great I am. Yeah. I'm the best driver ever. I've never been in an accident. I never will be in an accident. I'm knocking on wood, and this table is so flimsy it's probably gonna break. All right, we're good.
All right, you're safe now. You're safe. And you're not Asian, so it doesn't apply to that thing.
I don't know. I mean, I figure a god's a god, right? Just because you're not Asian doesn't mean the gods can't have a merciless approach towards your arrogance.
Yeah. You'll be punished for your insolence. And now they're going for Roshan. Venomous wards. One thing good about Veno though, he does ward up the place. And of course, he's got a level 2 kill, 35 minutes in. If he had gone for stats, I might have just flipped.
I think you would have rage quit the cast place in. Or like, yeah, no, I'm done here, guys. Nothing more to see. I'm going home.
Yeah, I'm home. But yeah, wards all around the place. You don't need observers when you have Veno. And they feed a lot less gold as well.
Beyond the steering is the new nickname in the chat. Thank you, Asian Rambo. I appreciate that.
Yeah, and I like what Power Rangers are doing. They're sitting here in the secret shop. They're just waiting for VP to take the normal approach the Dire does when they try to contest a Roche and just jump them. And well, VP having more experience than that to get caught up by such a head. But now, Bat Rider and his sidekick, Life Stealer.
Good position here for VP. They're up on the high ground right now. They're not spotted by the Radiant, but they're nervous to take this fight. They know the enemy team's off the map. That top lane has been pushing in. It was never defended by PR. Actually, the top tower took a little chip damage, and well, PR say, forget Roche. We're just gonna push down mid. They're gonna try and go high ground against Darkseer, Disruptor, and Batrider and Fest Bombs. This is very risky.
But VP are smoking up. They want to go for top. And now they'll see all the heroes for Power Rangers.
I don't think they expected this. Yeah, they just got it back. They cannot afford to be trying to push now.
Look at GTP location.
Yeah, he's worried about the Roche attempt as well.
He was looking for a restaurant, I think, but now he's gonna go for flames. He was looking for that retreat, and if they are looking here, they will see. Yeah, they see the fire in the ground. They know he's here, and they're gonna back off, hug the left side of the lane. That's right. And meanwhile, a little bit of red Dota coming out from Disruptor himself. Gonna pop out smoke and blow up this stack of range creeps here. So it will push the lane.
Of all the heroes to be split pushing this game, I don't think Disruptor was the one I expected to just be casually farming the top lane. Against Clockwork, against a BKB Bane who could solo kill this Disruptor. Yeah, I did not expect this, but hey,
Yeah,
it's working.
the worst part about this, the worst part about this is Disruptor doesn't even have an A in his name, so you can't put that A in.
I do want to point out Disruptor is like borderline useless now. There's 4 BKBs, and they're going to start with 1 on the resistance. Feed's grip is there. There's no way to cancel this. Queen of Pain all coming through. FNG being focused by triple familiars, but it's just not enough damage. Oh my god, this Razor is better than God.
Oh, did you see that?
He hit so hard, plus 275 damage. Double buy. I don't know if they can kill this Razor.
Yeah, my Dota just crashed, but if you didn't, if you saw that, I think that was just too epic. Lifesteal, he got out with 10 HP and he infested into G. Razor dropped the plasma heal. It killed G on the first ring, and when he came back, killed Lifesteal. Both then died together. And the silence from Queen of Pain, very quick. Like I said, the minute G blinked in, he was silenced before he got the lasso off. So quick hands from Queen of Pain, I think won them that fight. And I think it might be Rex. I'm trying to reconnect back to the game.
They actually used a lot of buybacks here. Double buyback coming out from PR after a double buyback from VP. So it's a 2-for-2 buyback there. I think the kill score went slightly in favor of PR. Not 100% sure. It was a pretty chaotic fight, but nobody takes Roche. The tier 3 does fall mid. And I think the concern here is just what does your Disruptor offer to you at this point in the game? You pick this support and it weakens your lanes. You get them for the glimpse pickoffs mid-game, and more importantly, that Static Storm lockdown, but quad BKB. He just can't do anything now.
Yeah, but I mean, we can hope and pray that he gets the Aghanim Scepter, lands a 5-man Static Storm.
Ah, yes. And he is going for it, by the way. Point Booster, Ogre Club, Blade of Alacrity. He'll have the Staff of Wizardry soon. Now, if you BKB before the Static Storm drops, you don't get affected by it, correct? I'm pretty sure that's the case.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, but if you drop it before that happens, if you get hit by that Darkseer Vacuum into Static Storm, you're screwed. 5-man Doom.
Oh man. Can you imagine if Doom was like a virus that spread from hero to hero? That's kind of what the new Disruptor ult is with eggs.
Oh no, I think it would be a fun buff. Doom. If you denied an ally Doom, it applies to you. That would be fun.
Yeah, it's a trade-off, right? You know, you get the deny, but it comes at a cost. I kind of like that idea. I don't
take notes.
I don't know if it's balanced, but I like the idea.
It will definitely encourage more.
Oh, they're gonna initiate now. Big blink in. They're gonna focus on J4. Hookshot coming through. Now your Static Storm gets dropped. It's not the big Static Storm though. The BKB is still doing their work, and Moon has plus 247 damage. This Razor, I think he's too big to fail at this point. They're gonna get 2. Lifesteal already bought back in the last fight. He can't respawn. Your Bat Rider almost dead as well. Ticking down. He's gonna die to the Venomancer on the way out. This might be
Look
GG.
at the Gale working, guys. Gale is good stuff. Listen, bro.
Lysander offers classes. I'll do it for free even because he's a fan of VP and PR.
No, that's
free Venomancer classes.
Yep, free Venomancer classes. But yeah, apart from that, that was a huge fight. Lifesteal really, you may steal health, but Razor deals the damage, so when you're fat. And Razor been proving to be a bit too much for Lifesteal.
Yeah, and I just feel like they let the enemy team farm 4 BKBs. Your Vacuum doesn't do anything. Your Disruptor doesn't do anything. Your Visage has familiars, but the nukes don't do anything. You can't stun anybody. You can just right-click. They just don't have enough physical damage or lockdowns that go through BKB to punish this quad BKB strat. And the worst part is their big initiator is Bat Rider, who has to jump into the middle of the entire enemy team against Cogs, against Queen of Pain Silence. He does not have BKB even at 41 minutes. They can't initiate, and they can't afford not to initiate. I think VP have just been outmaneuvered.
Is there a hook? Light gets hooked. CHF finds the Venomancer. Just happens to be in town, and this Gale will be dead on life. Max or not, he's gonna go down. Venomancer, take him over. Level 3 Gale, ladies and gentlemen. Level 3 Gale.
Ladies and gentlemen.
35 to 19, but LD, look at the bait. It's Aghanim Scepter time. Come back. AoE Doom. It's coming.
I think it's a little late for a comeback. They're down 2 lanes of Rex, but they'll give it a shot. They'll definitely give it a shot here.
At least wipe them out with a 5-man Doom. Come on.
Hey, why can't I get that cinematic camera, by the way? Are you not allowed to do that as a spectator?
I don't know. My hotkey is L. It says L. I don't know.
L. Mine doesn't.
Those-
Mine
Yeah.
says showcase view available in free
Dire's
camera
bottom
only.
tower is under attack.
So probably not, because when you're casting, it's player perspective.
Ah, that's unfortunate. I
Dire's
really want to
bottom
get like
tower
some big
has
YOLO
fallen.
swag shots here, you know, just. What?
Like life stealer running about.
Click on the portrait? No, doesn't work. No, cannot do it. Well, was worth a
could be
shot.
Also, okay, they're going for Roshan. Just deal the deal. Aghanim Scepter did the auto
Boom, there
you
it goes.
finally got your actions. You're gonna look for something.
Yeah, can this turn the game, I guess, is the question. If he gets 4 or 5, I definitely think so, but, I mean, it's got to be an amazing combo.
Static Storm. Right now, they're all grouped up. This is the best chance.
Roche is dropping pretty fast, but it's just these annoying Plague Wards. Makes it very hard for G to jump in. He's going to try for it. Roche is low. Infest is available. They surge the bat. I don't
Free
know.
Roche. Roche.
With flair.
Do it. Free Roche.
I don't know if they can't take this. This is bad. They're just going to give it up, but I don't think they can't give it up. That's game. That should just be game right there.
Yeah, now Aghanim's Razor, that is not something you deal with. Apart from the epileptic shocks you're receiving, you get the real shocks as well from the Razor's right click. Because of your massive minus armor. Mantle Cell is up, so you can't debuff him. And he has BKB drums, Aegis, he's not dying. Because even if he dies to the Aegis, the storm stays. So, he's
G's
just gonna
coming.
win.
G's coming. Blake vacuum. There's your disrupt drone. It catches nobody. Oh no, this is it. This is it.
Yeah, kinetic kill not. And that was very quick.
That was not the best combo. I mean, they had to go for it, but they got literally 0 heroes inside of that kinetic field. That is not going to cut it.
Well, it's the best of 3, right? So they have a chance to redeem themselves here. PR, well, they played well. I mean, they counted Lifestealer, counter pickers, dirty guys, but they counted Lifestealer really well. Solo core didn't really work out for VP. I think the problem was NS showing his solo core too early, first picking, and not following up with a backup plan. That was the main drawback, I feel.
Actually, PR very impressive as well. I gotta say, I like the way they itemized, getting 4 BKBs against Disruptor. That hero was useless. Visage did very little, only having right clicks from familiars, which is not enough to justify the pick. Darkseer's Vacuum Wall is not effective against mass BKBs, so I think the way that PR itemized, and also just the way they played it, they just didn't get caught that much. I felt like they played very well, and VP, listen, they've got a lot of big names, but let's be honest about this team. They just continued to disappoint. VP getting invited to tournaments like D2CL, Dream League, over Empire, but where's the rationale for that aside from sponsors? They're not even beating PR, let alone these top teams. So I don't mean to be a VP hater, but let's get real here. They're not delivering.
Yeah, they aren't. I mean, ever since the announcement came out with their new roster post TI,
Yeah.
everyone's really hyped up, and rares were lost. Oh man, rares were lost, and yeah, I mean they had one very good game, I think, against Fnatic. I think
Yeah.
I know they played a very good game against Fnatic. They won that one, won a lot of rares as well because people lost faith in VP. No one betted on them, and they won a lot of rares for people. But it
Once
was only
upon a
that game, and
time.
we see them slipping again. I mean, Russian on Russian.
And this is where I also think, in fairness to PR, it's not just the VP's underperforming. It's the PR is a better team than people give them credit for. They're not a big name. They're not a household name. They don't have former players who went deep at the international or even won one, but like Light of Heaven. But this is a team of talented players and I think hungry players more than anything. They deliver here. They take game 1. We're coming up to game 2 soon. Best of 3 series. Do you think PR can take the series, or is this going to be it?
Well, it's really hard to tell. VP is a very volatile team. I mean, they have the skill G. Sometimes he goes 10-0, sometimes he goes 5-6, sometimes he goes, I don't know. He has done some really bad games, done some really good games. So I feel that Light of Heaven G, they need to play well. ars-art and NS as well, but I think Light of Heaven and G are very important for VP, and it could go either way. But Power Rangers seems to be very stable. They don't make much mistakes, so I can see a 2-0 happening. But
I could
we'll
see it too. And I think some Dota 2 lounge bettors would be very happy. A lot of them would be very sad. All right, we're going to take a quick break, guys. It is a best of 3. This was only game 1. I'm LDB on the summit. He is Lysander. Stay tuned. We'll be coming right back with game 2.